And as you can see yonder, it ain't enough. It's just not enough for them two things and that thing. So all we're going to be able to get on there, and I've done it before, you know, it's not like it's the first time I've ever seen one of these. I'm just telling you that that tire bolt right there ain't long enough to get all of that on there if you do it like this. But get right down in there and get that nut up on that right there. Get her started. Get her started straight. Don't get that thing crooked. And now we got it on there. We got that started on there. That started on there. And actually I don't like that. Let's take it back off. Okay, now what I want to do is get that down in yonder, down through there like that right there, and get it back up there and get it on that way. See, that's out of the way yonder. Well, I sure would like to have that little washer on there, but they just ain't enough threads there. That's just all there to it. You know, I've tried it before. But get that nut started on there, like so, and you know, keep everything. Now this right here has to be. This can't be making no contact to nothing. It has to be electrical segregated. All we're gonna do is tighten this up now, and really, I'll show you something on another coil here when we get around there to it. If you can, you don't want these wires touching the coils or. So if it takes a little time, get it right. As such. Now see, that's tight. It won't come loose, but you know, it's just not good without a washer on there. And I'd like it a little bit tighter, so I'm going to put that screwdriver back down there, if you remember. And I'm going to put that down in there to wedge that over that way. Hold this, and then that's good. Okay, nothing is touching, no wires are touching anything. And this right here is the ground. This right here comes over and comes right down there to that wire. Is everybody taking notes? Bring that up out of there. That's a big washer. That's clean. Run a tap in yonder earlier. Got that in there, got that in there. And this right here has to come down here and ground out. Uh-oh. That's not big enough for that. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what come in the box, and it won't fit. So, you know, what do you do? What do you do? Ream it out with the ice pick. No, it's going to be tight, but we'll be able to get that in there. Now, I want that kind of right down in there. That's a real good out of the way fit. See that? That's a good out of the way fit up there. And this one right here, let's skin that off. Okay. Skin that off like that right there. Now this is kind of the way that the original was one. The wire just made a loop. Make you a loop in it like that right there. And come around and it fit right underneath that washer like that right there. So you get this up here. Catch that into that. Catch that into that. And we're going to start it right down in yonder. Sure wish that was a little bit bigger. Could run a file in there, you know I could. But it's a going. Thread it down in yonder. Thread it down in there. When that gets down like that right there. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Now, well, if you can see that, what I'm doing is that goes right down in there, and this loop of wire ground is going to loop right underneath that washer right there. Y'all see that? I'll turn it around like this right here. See, that's in there and that's up there like that, and that's over there like that, and tighten her up. Tighten that up good. That's pretty good. And now, you know, get that up like that. Get that up like that where it don't touch nothing. That don't touch nothing. Nothing is touching nothing. Everything's tight. We got the condenser in there. Let's look in the back there and make sure. It looks pretty good. I believe it'll work. This one, that I really need that gasket. I'm gonna cut away. Can you see it? I'm gonna cut that away and bend that gasket down like that right there. That'd be one better. Got that over there, and that's over there like that. That's up like that. That's still making good contact right there. Hook that over yonder. That's over there. That's over there. That's over there. Now, do you remember that cross thing that we started to put on a while ago, and we was in error by being too fast with it? Okay, now we can get that on there. Put all them down in there. These are new screws. Yeah, I don't like them, but I use them. I'm not complaining. They're really cheap up at the hardware store. These screws right here, the original ones was solid body, and they actually aligned the Magneto a little bit better. But let's see on the back, we got everything is working, everything looks good. Always check it as you go. Probably should upgrade to a bigger screwdriver. Now this is still good, so I want to make sure that that's level and tighten that up. Make sure that that side's level. Tighten that up. Now we can tighten up everything now. A lot. It really needs to be good and tight. Not enough to harm the aluminum piece on the back. Now, if you're following along with me with your Magneto there, you remember now we still ain't got no magnet in that magnet. We ain't got no. Them magnets ain't magnetized. So, but you have to do this here before everything has to be right. You can have one part of this whole system. Okay, now everything's tight. Everything's tight. We got that. Okay, now we have to dig out that. I'm going to show you what we got here. This was that old set of points right there, you remember? And this is just something you have to do. A good thing we saved them. Save everything. And this is the part right there. That's the part we need. So now we can put that in here, put that in here, put that up there, put that up there, and we should have enough room. Sometimes you even have to file the edge of those off. You know, I've run into it in the past. This ain't the first time. This ain't the first rodeo I ever been to. But you put that right on there like that right there. Now we got a little more room. Let's see will it work. Oh yeah, that's good. Cut that off like that, and cut that off like that. Now you see where we're at on this Magneto right here. You see where we're at. I have not put any oil on it. No oil has been applied to this Magneto. I'm going to set it aside, and I'm going to put condensers and take these others apart, clean them up, And then we'll come back and magnetize this one. That'll be the next step. And we'll set the points. We will set the points, magnetize it, put the covers on it, and get it ready to put on the engine. But that's all there are to assembling a Wico EK Magneto. The show goes on.